I'm Russ, sailing vessel Tautog. Current location is Fraser Hogs Key / Chub Cay in the southern end of the Berry Islands in the Bahamas. Current status is at anchor. But not for long. I'm going to get these video notes put together real fast and I'm shoving off again. This time I'm going to work east about 7 miles to a place called Bird Key. And that's my jumping off point to make the run to Nassau, which I might have to motor if I don't get good winds. Enjoy the video. This is a look at my trip from Great Harbour, Cay, down to Chub Cay. Come on, come on. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. All right, rudder, that's okay. How about less main rudder? Less main rudder. Oh, maybe more main rudder. I don't know, Megaton. I don't know. We'll give you 5 minutes like this and see how we do. Oh, very young, when you leave us this time. We're only dancing on this earth for a short time. Okay, right rudder, good girl. Rod reaching is what we're supposed to do best, Agatha. Not bad. Saturday, December 10th, 0600, maybe 10 after by now. I'm fine-tuning my self-steering rig. Yeah, 6:07 in the morning. And we just left Great Harbour. And we're steering south and west for the southernmost point of the Berry Islands. I guess I'll put it that way. Then we're going to round the corner, go south and then east. So right now I'm going south and west, but if we need to end up going east and get on the other side of Chub Cay. I can't sail to Chub Cay directly. It's right over there, but the water is just so shallow you have to go around all the shoals. C'est la vie. But once I get to Chub Cay, I'm going to anchor there for 2 or 3 days. It's supposed to be pretty calm, but they'll have a cell signal there, and then I can check the weather and look for my window to make it down to Nassau. Whoa, excuse me. Real quick here, inside my darkened cabin. We're just getting into its daytime operation, so I don't have a good chart that shows the whole darn Berry Islands at the same time. So we're going to zoom in right here. So I was up here and I want to be here. So I have to go outside the shallows and cut through here and then come back over, you know. And I'm happy to do it in 2 days. If I make it around here, I can anchor in the lee of this reef and get a pretty decent rest, and then continue on and get a proper anchorage in Chub Cay. We're expecting to be calm for a couple of days, and when that looks like it's finishing up, I'm going to cheat on the motor probably to a place called Whale Cay, and that's where I'm going to stage myself for the jump to Nassau. That, I believe, hell, I keep forgetting how far, 30 miles, I think, almost exactly, from here to, from anchor to anchor. So you don't need good wind forever. And I got to remember, you know, to look for the right gradient wind, because that's what I forgot last time was, all I see was northeast at 15 knots, and I'm so excited about it, but then I get out there and it's not really northeast because of the island effects, and I have to get better at that, so. It is going really well. I've been sailing all day. That's my heading. Sailing from anchor to Crescent. Sailed off my anchor up here. sailed off the anchor, and then just kind of meandered on a broad reach starboard tack for the longest time. I think the winds are coming around to the north, which will suit me just fine. And I did a jibe here because I want to cross this area. Now I'm coming up on that now. So you see it, what it says, unsurveyed shallows. Oh, that's real encouraging, you know. But my course is, you can see Agatha's steering me, and I'm more or less heading this way. So I should be cleared of the unsurveyed shallows. I should be good, but when I cross that in about 10 minutes, because I'm making 3 knots, that's a mile every 20 minutes, so I figure, and that's what a mile is. In about half an hour, I'll be through that, correction, about half a mile, which is 10 minutes. I'll be past that, and then I'll start altering my course to 110 to head this way on the deep water side of the reef finally. And the goal is to get over here to Chub Cay. So this is how shipwrecks happen when you intentionally are going across shoal water. I mean, it's charted to be 2.8 meters. That should leave me a couple of feet under the keel. Right now it's still showing 13.5 feet. And we'll just see. I mean, and I can see the shoal light now, and I can see the marker finally. But I don't see the marker that's supposed to be over here. I just don't see it. It should be out there. Old Russ can't see it though. It's just gorgeous out here. Cargo ship out there. Maybe gonna end up overtaking me if he's coming in here. Beautiful water. Beautiful day. I mean, it has really, it's pretty much gone perfectly. I woke up around 4 o'clock. I slept all night. Got the sails ready, picked up the anchors, sailed off under the head sail, then got the main up all the way. I've been full canvas the whole way. Although at the moment I have the head sail kind of furled in a bit, just because on this point of sail, if I have it all the way furled out, there's not enough air to keep it full. So I only let out enough that the main doesn't blanket it. I think we're going to be just fine. I think we'll be just fine. I've been through areas where the charted depth was 2.1 meters, and I've had a couple of feet under the keel then. So I think I'm going to be fine. But in 10 more minutes, I'll be turning course for Chub Cay. You know, and I should, it's only 16 miles, so 17 miles. So assuming I pop up to about 4 knots, I would get there right around 4 o'clock, you know, because I think once I get to the new heading, I'll sail more quickly. This has actually been a perfect day. I can't think of anything to bitch about. Nothing at all. Okay, I'm crossing the unsurveyed shallows right now. So right now the transducer is showing about 8 feet below it, which gives me at least 3 feet of water under the keel. It's still pretty tight, you know, but see if I can't reach the water with this thing. We can take a look and see what's down there. Man, it looks so fucking shallow. Well, I don't know what the camera saw, of course. But we'll check it out later. I'm gonna watch the camera. And that heading is 110, which is about 40 degrees to port. And since I am currently broad reaching with the wind coming from over there, and I alter course to 40, I should have the wind above and forward of the beam, and that's probably my fastest point of sail. So what I will do, and I'm ready for it, is to let out more head sail. I'll let out more head sail because I don't have all the head sail out right now, because it would just be flopping around if I had done that. Yeah, so I got the head sail out and I've got the main up. Something buggered up with the main. I can see it's hung up on the second reef line, so I'll go loosen that. And then we're going to try to make a very smart beam reach. This water is absolutely freaking gorgeous. Just beautiful down there. The here we are. We're heading into the Northwest Channel. Not to be confused with the Northwest Providence Channel, which is that big channel. It is a bit confusing, and they could have done better with their name selection, but this is the Northwest Channel. I'll be past that light in about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to just hug the coastline to get to Chub Cay. And there's really nothing to be concerned about right now. I'm making good speed, anywhere averaging about 5, I would call it. The only concern is that big-ass merchant boat coming. He's overtaking me. Question is, how close will he get in 10 minutes? I don't know that I'm an expert in anything, but I think it's going to be a pretty close passage in 10 minutes because he can't go much further out if we're both trying to squeeze through that channel at the same time at the choke point. So all we can do is keep our eye on him. Not much else to do. A couple of small power boats out there. You can see on my other chart plotter, I'm getting close. And right now Agatha's steering the boat. She's doing okay. I'm ready and poised and ready to disable her and take the wheel and manually steer. And we're only talking a mile between. In a mile we'll be well clear of it. So if we're going to be well clear in a mile and we're making 5 knots, that's 12 minutes. So in 12 minutes it's like, okay. And I'll just move further to port to let this big ass ship go by, the BFM. You can guess what BFM means. But Steve, you know that. My old buddy from the Navy. BFM. Yeah, so I see some small powerboat out there, and I see the marker, which I assume is for the rocks. But I didn't see the one for the Northwest Channel. That's not the Northwest Channel light. We should have had another one back there somewhere near where the merchant ship is, but I didn't see it. So, yeah, well, it's not, nothing here is the end of the world. I'm actually just very pleased, man. I needed a nice weather, good day, you know, and my solar panels are charging my battery. I should be up to 100% without using the engine, which is hard to do in the wintertime when the days are shorter and the sun is much lower in the sky. But happy and content today. All we gotta do is not hit that powerboat, not hit that powerboat, not hit that powerboat, and not get hit by the big merchant ship, and not run aground. Gotta do all that, and in 12 minutes, a lot of the problems go away. Okay, just passed through the channel there. So as you can see, I'm kind of in the clear. The merchant boat has not hit me yet. He's still behind me. I outran him. And when I'm pressed by this guy, he's in a boat that looks like a Carolina skiff. I don't know how he got his brass balls inside that boat, because that boat I don't think is even self-bailing. I don't think it's even self-bailing. So, yeah, we got some. I gotta adjust Agatha here. So this is how I do it. I put my arrow, so rotate the knob down, and this thing is going to rotate toward me. So one little click, because I need to make a heading of about 100, 115, a little bit to port. Because I want to keep clear enough of these shoals, but I also don't want to get way out in the middle. Because if I zoom out, there's Chub Cay. I don't want to be way out here, you know, 5 miles offshore. I want to stay within a mile of the shore. So, Agatha and I are going to have a little chat. She did pretty good. I had to take hand steering. I had to take over the steering to get through that channel because she started doing the fishtail, zing, zing, and well, you can't do that. It freaks out all the other boats, one thing. You know, because they all want to know which way is the sailboat going. And if it looks like the sailboat doesn't know, then that's bad for everybody. So I'm feeling better already. I've got 15 miles to go to get to Chub Cay, and I'm making 4.5 to 5.5 knots. So we'll call it averaging about 5. So if I do my math, that should be about 3 hours. If I quit, doing this, I would damn sure miss things like this. But it would be so much more fun to have somebody with me. My girlfriend is so far away. Okay, this is an anatomy of a cruise that actually went well. So lesson learned number 1 is don't necessarily try to go on a 7-day trip and a 5-day trip and an overnight trip where you have to wake up at 2 and all that stuff. In this case, I had planned to make the run down from Great Harbour up here down to an anchorage that is right over here by the reef. And I thought if I got that far in one day, that'd be pretty cool. But would you believe, I mean, I sailed off anchor at 5 a.m. I just woke up naturally at 4, and I sailed, did a jibe, sailed down here. So this was a jibe. Describe that in a minute here. And then hung a left and got inside here behind this reef, so the waves completely flattened out here. And I just pulled into to Chub Cay. And that's where I'm at now. And I don't know how to describe the feeling from actually having a cruise go well. I mean, good gravy. I've had my discouraging moments in the last month, and today was about as perfect as sailing conditions could get. I had steady winds, about 10 plus, maybe 15, but I don't think so. Maybe more like 10 to 12. Excuse me, blown out of the north. And I was able to sail the southwest leg, then I was able to jibe and go almost straight south, then I was able to go easterly into Chub Cay, and I sailed to within half a mile of my anchorage. So it was very successful in that way, and you know, nobody died, of course, and nothing broke, of course, and it was really pretty darn good day. December 10, sunset at Chub Cay. And over here, I have a neighbor moving in for the night. If you can see a sailboat way out there. He's out there somewhere. Beautiful. What a beautiful day for sailing it's been. Oh my gosh, but I'm tired now.